Cause my GoPro needs a charge and I don't know how much battery it's got. I need to go get my perfume too real quick. Cause I smell like doo-doo. I don't even know if I got any of the perfume on me. I kind of just squirted it. No, I did. Oh, good. It is recording. Cool. Awesome. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be amazing because your girl... My blinker's still on. I'm one of those people. Anyway, so today's going to be a great video because your girl decided not to finish her coffee today because I made myself an iced oat milk latte at home, and that's because I can, and they're incredible. However, I didn't finish it because I thought of a brilliant idea because my mom wants me to meet her for lunch, and so I will. But I figured before I actually meet her for lunch, I think it would be a great idea to do some coffee reviews at some local coffee shops near where I live. So I'm super stoked, super excited for this because I'm just going to go taste test a bunch of coffee at a couple different coffee shops. I'm going to 3 different coffee shops today. So your girl's going to be cracked up on caffeine today. Why I'm doing this, I don't know. Because I like coffee and I like trying new things and I like trying new places. So I'm a pro at this. I'm a professional coffee tester. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are too. I'm like stoked. But I'm also like still cracked up on my coffee, and then it's gonna progressively get worse, and you're gonna probably be able to see that throughout this video. So, and I didn't do my makeup today, so now I feel like I look like a potato. What is going on? Why is there so much road work in New Jersey? Do they ever stop? Do they ever stop? There's just orange signs everywhere. And everything just takes forever to get done. What could they possibly be working on now, though? Okay, anyway, I'm just ranting about normal New Jersey stuff at this point, so I will see you at the coffee shop because, oh, this car is going to try to, homie, you got to get over, otherwise you're not going to get over and you're going to run into the sign. Sucks to suck. Yeah, sucks. Okay, anyway, I don't have road rage or anything, I just have idiot rage. Not that the person behind me an idiot, but they tried to get around me, and it's like, you can't do that. There are signs there.
It's at a dead stop, homie. What am I gonna do, brother? Come on.
Latte from our first place called Hens and Honey. It's in Swedesboro, New Jersey. It's tucked away in a nice little shopping center, but let me tell you, I judged that place a little too harshly the first time, and that's my bad, because I went in there, and at least like a few weeks ago I went in there and it was very bright and very floral-esque, and it was a little much for me, I'm not gonna lie. It was a little too bright and vibrant. I'm more of like the cozy, let me feel at home type of vibe when it comes to coffee shops. But let me tell you, walking in there today is crazy. Where am I supposed to turn? I was supposed to turn there. Oh, poop. Well, that's illegal. Okay, time out.
I didn't know where I was going.
Anywho, I went in there today, and it is absolutely beautiful in the sense of like, besides like the creepy Jason and Freddy cutouts, it's so cool how they change for seasons. Like, it was very bright and springy for summer, and then they changed it for like fall and put leaves and stuff. So super cool, really, really neat. And honestly, this is gonna be the first time I tried their coffee. Not gonna lie, their coffee is kind of good. It's not too bad. There's a little bit of like a tanginess, like a bitter taste to it, but like it's very subtle. Like you can tell it's got a little bit of punch to it when you first kind of like taste it, but it kind of finishes off smooth. So you know what? I give their coffee a solid 8 out of 10. I feel like it could be slightly better, and I'm mostly judging it for the entire store itself too, because the store itself is great, like the cafe itself is great. They sell really cool knickknacks, and honestly, the candles that I showed you with the little coffee beans on top, I totally was gonna do that, but I couldn't figure out how to get the coffee beans to just sit on the top of my candles, so kind of jealous about that. Anywho, so I like all their knickknacks. It's really fun to look at and just casually browse. I will say that it's still a little much for me in there. I could not catch myself doing stuff, like I couldn't edit if I wanted to. Like, not saying that I do edit, because I don't even edit on my computer, I edit on my phone, but still, I don't know if I could catch myself in that cafe on a daily. I think it's just a little too much, a little too loud for me, but that's a personal opinion. So I would give the entire cafe itself an 8 out of 10. Their coffee is an 8 out of 10 as well. It could just be a little bit better, but honestly, it's so cute. And honestly, I know the owners. They come into where I work all the time, so I can't really judge them too harshly. So, on to the next coffee shop. This will probably be finished by the time I get there. Up, we're back from the second coffee shop. It is called the Crescent Moon Cafe. It is in Mullica Hill, New Jersey, and let me tell you, that cafe gives me such chill vibes. It is so just like low lighting, just very mellow, very cozy. Like, you can tell their furniture is thrifted. Everyone there is very like hippie-esque, so you don't really like get a rude employee ever. They have a lot of different options, as you saw. They sell a few knickknacks in there. They also sell teas in there. They sell not only lattes and stuff, but they sell regular, just like, I don't even know what to call it, like pour over coffee or whatever, like just it, like your dad that doesn't really want a latte but wants coffee type of, yeah, you get the vibe, you get the mood. So the cafe in general is very sweet and darling. Honestly, not even sweet and darling, just very cozy and like warm. I love it. I could catch myself in there if likely, like editing and stuff. So if that says anything, I like it there. I think it's great. However, I do get some spooky vibes. But before I judge the coffee, I will elaborate on the spookiness. The fact that I went in there, I am not super superstitious, but I am kind of superstitious, and I'm not gonna lie, my total was $6.66. I do not like that number. I won't even say it in the way that you should say a total. So that's why I just said it the way I did, because I don't like that number. That number kind of spooks me. So that was like the first bad vibe that I got. And then on top of that, when I was walking out, I was looking at a car, and on the back of the car had one of the, like, what is it, a planchette, like the Ouija board, like planchette thing that you play with. Ugh! I don't like it. I don't like demonic stuff. I don't mess with it, because I do believe in spiritual warfare. And let me tell you, ugh, that's the only thing that would probably steer me away, is if I get spooky vibes from there again. I don't know about it, champ. I don't know which I like more. I like the creaminess of the oat milk, but I like the coffee in this one. So the espresso in this one. So I like the oat milk in this, the espresso in this, and I would clash these together, and it would be a good ideal coffee for Lauren Pendleton. So I will say that I think if we're basing it off of espresso, we're gonna narrow this down. Off of espresso, Hens and Honey wins. I like Hens and Honey. But like, this is a 16 ounce. You get what you pay for. This is just a little bit smaller than a 16 ounce. Okay, so I'm a little bit torn, because they're about the same price, but you get more from Crescent, less from Hens and Honey. Hens and Honey has better espresso. Crescent has better oat milk. I don't know why I'm elaborating this so well. Oh my god, I don't know why I'm like going in depth. But, oh. based off of vibe and stuff, I'll give Crescent Moon, like, final review, I'll give them like a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10, because I'm not really sure how I feel about their coffee, about their espresso. Their espresso is just a little strong, a little bit weird for me. Their oat milk is really good, but we're going at a vibe, then yeah, I'd give the vibe in there like a 9 out of 10. Almost, maybe like a 10 out of 10, because it's cozy, it's warm. It's something that I would love to do with my own cafe one day. But yeah. Coffee itself, it's kind of strong, a little bit bitter. I'd say solid 7 out of 10. But Hens and Honey, like I said, 8 out of 10. And the only reason they lost points is because their cup is a little bit small and you're not exactly getting a full 16 ounce, I don't think. And on top of that, their vibe is just a little bit much for me, but the coffee's good. The coffee's good, and that's about it. You guys can decide on how you feel about what it looks like, but that's just a personal opinion. Anywho, I'm just gonna go ahead and move on to the next coffee shop, because if I sit here and dwell on this, I'm gonna keep changing my answers, and it's just not gonna be good. So we're gonna casually go on.
I didn't think I was gonna freaking sit here and judge the coffee so strongly.
Okay, anywho, let's go ahead and move on to the next coffee shop. On we go. Our last coffee of the day from Death of the Fox Brewing Company. Technically, it's a brewing company and a coffee shop all in one, and they actually infuse the coffee in their beer, like I said in the beginning. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't have any complaints. It's such a perfect mix between like oat milk, coffee. It's smooth. It's not like bitter or anything, because I really don't like strong bitter coffee. It's just so smooth when it goes down. It's like very similar to how I make it. If it puts it in perspective, the stuff from Crescent Moon didn't really like taste good in the first place. And then typically I can drink coffee at any portion of the day. Like even if this melts, I could dying. I can typically drink things even if it melts. Like I could probably drink this if it melts. However, this tastes foul, and I don't know why it tastes foul when it melted, but I tried it and it was no bueno. So your girl has no complaints. I love Death of the Fox Brewing Company. Not only is the coffee great, the atmosphere is so mellow and so chill. It's not really cozy, so it's not like exactly my liking, because I like stuff that's more like cozy and like feels like home. But this place is just so nice. The vibe is like very urban-esque, but it is in like a more ritzy area of New Jersey, I would say. Not like rich or anything, but definitely has a little bit more money up here. So I gotta tell you, I love it. If this was closer to my house, I would go. However, I can't linger, I can't stay, because I need to go get gas. Your girl is almost out, 12 miles, and I'm about 1 minute away from the nearest gas station, and it takes about 30 miles to get home, so we're thriving.
A few moments later.
I totally forgot to give Death of the Fox a rating. 10 out of 10, 100%. Customer service, 9 out of 10. Customer service, top notch. They're always so nice. Coffee is so good. And then 3. Yeah, I don't know. There is no 3. Honestly, I just give it a 9 out of 10 because the coffee's good, customer service is great, the atmosphere is great. However, the atmosphere is not exactly the way I like it, so if I was going to rate it on those 3 things, 9 out of 10. The atmosphere could just be a little bit cozier. I also just realized that they charge $8 a 16-ounce coffee. That's the only turnoff by Death of the Fox. They only get a 9 out of 10 because of the price and because of the vibe. But other than that, it's a great place to go. Go check it out.